The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Is the moment the world has been waiting for. The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready. The fight starts now! Let's go.
How do you like it? So aggressive, so focused. It all comes down to this. With a corner knockdown. Still the undisputed champion of the world.
Fight Night, only on DAZN.
We are 1 day away from MVP Fight Night, headlined by MVP's Puerto Rican Olympian and #1 WBA contender Yankiel El Doctorcito Rivera versus the #2 WBA contender Angelino Cordova for the WBA interim flyweight world title, available globally on DAZN. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Caribe Royale here in Orlando, Florida, where we're hosting the MVP Fight Night public weigh-ins, brought to you by Jake Paul and Nikisa Badarian in association with Amari Piedra of Box Lab Promotions. MVP Fight Night is part of the MVP back-to-back weekend following tonight. Yes, tonight, Most Valuable Prospects 14. There are limited tickets remaining at Ticketmaster.com. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Big Mo. I'm honored to be here to MC today's public weigh-ins. I have some very special guests that are joining me on stage. First, as always, I would like to introduce our MVP event models presented by Fansly. Please welcome Delia, Marissa, and Rafa. And now introducing to the stage, I would like to welcome the president of Box Lab Promotions and the managing director of the Caribe Royale Resort right here in Orlando, Florida. Please welcome Amari Piedra. And now joining us on stage, please welcome the head of boxing for Most Valuable Promotions, Mike Leonardi. Up next is the CEO and co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, ladies and gentlemen, Nikisa Badarian. And finally, it is my honor to introduce, joining us on stage, the greatest Puerto Rican boxer of all time, ladies and gentlemen, the real deal, Amanda Serrano. Ladies and gentlemen, MVP Fight Night will feature 9 exceptional bouts from MVP in association with Box Lab Promotions. Great fights on the undercard, including Australia's Lynn Sandstrom versus Tampa, Florida's own undefeated star, Jasmine Artiga, for the WBA Super Flyweight Championship of the World. Featured on the main card, combat sports icon and Team Nate Diaz mainstay Chris Avila versus Tampa, Florida's undefeated Ariel Golden Hulk Perez in a six-round light heavyweight bout at 175 pounds. MVP's undefeated #5 ranked WBA, #6 ranked IBF, and #12 ranked WBC, and 14 ranked WBO lightweight contender with the most awarded knockout of 2024, the Canadian Prince Lucas Body will face former WBA world champion Roger the Kid Gutierrez in a 12-round WBA elimination lightweight bout. The winner to become the mandatory challenger to WBA lightweight world champion Gervonta Tank Davis. MVP's newest signee, WBA lightweight world champion Stephanie Hahn, will make her first title defense in a 10-round women's championship bout at 135 against the 24-year-old Paulina Angel. In the co-main event, the WBA interim world champion Ioannis El Bandolero Tejas versus the #1 WBA contender and European super welterweight champion Abbas Barao. And that is for the WBA interim super welterweight world title. And finally, our main event tomorrow night, MVP's Puerto Rican Olympian and #1 WBA, #5 in the WBC, and #7 in the WBO. Yankiel El Doctorcito Rivera versus the number 2 ranked WBA contender, Angelino Cordova. Limited tickets remain at Ticketmaster.com. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin today's public weigh-ins. Introducing first to the scales for our opening bout tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida, in the light flyweight division. Fighting out of the red corner, she holds a professional record of 4 victories versus 4 defeats and 2 draws. Fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, please welcome Agustina Vasquez. Official weight for Agustina Vasquez, 106.4 pounds. And now her opponent fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. She is undefeated as a professional. 4 fights, 4 victories. Fighting out of Coachella, California. Please welcome Jocelyn Camarillo. Official weight for Jocelyn Camarillo, 107.6 pounds. Amanda Serrano facing these two off the opening bout tomorrow night here at the Caribe Royale light flyweight action. Argentina versus the United States, Agustina Vasquez versus Jocelyn Camarillo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the super flyweight division tomorrow night here in Orlando. 6 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She holds a professional record of 5 victories versus 5 defeats, and 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico, please welcome Randy Lynn Morales. Official weight for Randy Lynn Morales, 117.8 pounds. And now her opponent fighting out of the blue corner. She is undefeated as a professional. 5 victories, no defeats, and 1 draw, with 1 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the 15-time U.S. national champion and MVP zone, Nat No Love Dove. Official weight for Nat Dove, 114.6 pounds. A matchup in the super flyweight division, 6 2-minute rounds tomorrow night here at the Caribe Royale. Randy Lynn Morales versus the undefeated Nat No Love Dove, live on DAZN. And now we move to the super lightweight division on our undercard tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a professional record of 19 victories versus 2 defeats, with 11 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, please welcome Ambiorix Bautista. Official weight for Ambiorix Bautista, 138.8 pounds. And now his opponent fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He holds a professional record of 19 victories versus 2 defeats and 1 draw, with 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Worcester, Massachusetts, representing Box Lab and CES, he is a top contender in all 4 governing bodies. Ladies and gentlemen, Jermaine Ortiz. Official weight for Jermaine Ortiz, 143.6 pounds. Super lightweight action, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the Caribe Royale. On DAZN from Orlando, Florida, Ambiorix Bautista versus Jermaine Ortiz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, this is the main event of our undercard prelims, and it is our first World Championship bout on the card. 10 two-minute rounds for the WBA Super Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. She holds a professional record of 10 victories versus 3 defeats and 3 draws, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Waterloo, Australia, by way of Våxjö, Sweden, please welcome Lynn Sandström. Official weight for Lynn Sandström, 114.6 pounds. And now her opponent, the defending champion. Fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, she enters the ring undefeated. 13 victories, no defeats, and 1 draw, with 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, making her first defense, she is the reigning, defending WBA Super Flyweight Champion of the world, Jasmine Artiga. Official weight for the defending champion, 114.2 pounds. Our first World Championship bout on the card tomorrow, for MVP Fight Night live from Orlando, Florida on DAZN. 10 two-minute rounds for the WBA Super Flyweight Championship of the World. Lynn Sandstrom versus the defending champion, Jasmine Artiga. And now both of these two will have a word with Claudia Trejos.
Look at this crowd. Oh, waiting for you. You're just less than a day away from getting back in the ring, defending your title right here. How does it feel?
Amazing. You know, Tampa's coming out to support me and ready to put on a show.
Let's talk about this real quick. You have your grandma. Everybody is here. Family, especially your grandma. You've been with her. She's been your #1 supporter. Can you give her a quick shout out?
Look, Grandma's sitting right there. She's going to be ringside, 95 years old. And this is just a true blessing for her to witness this.
Going strong. And Lynn comes all the way from Australia to challenge you. Any last words for her?
Listen, tick-tock, tick-tock.
There you go. Don't blink. Thank you. Good luck tomorrow. Lynn, come on down. I know I look scary, but I'm not.
No, you look so nice.
Thank you. I got them all fooled. They think I'm nice. So she just said tick-tock, tick-tock. You fly all the way, long flight, to challenge her. What are your last words to her?
Look, I'm ready. We've been here for 6 weeks in America already. We are prepared. We're coming. I'm here to upset the party.
She is the fan favorite. She is the local. Look at this. What do you have to say to all those fans?
Look, we're here to put on a good show. My family is here from Sweden. I'm ready. We are here. Let's go.
We look forward to it. Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring up our main card fighters tomorrow night, I would like to thank, on behalf of MVP, our sponsors of MVP Fight Night tomorrow night here in Orlando: Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy; FanDuel, play your game; Fansly, the best 18-plus content creator site. Head over to fansly.com/MVP to see exclusive content from our events. And Torque Law, your injury attorney. And finally, Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it live with Event Ticket Center. Tickets to the best seats in the house, to all of your favorite events. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we begin our main card in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He holds an undefeated professional record of 7 victories versus no defeats, and 4 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, please welcome Ariel Golden Hulk Perez. Official weight for Golden Hulk, 174 pounds even. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He holds a professional record of 6 victories versus just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Stockton, California, representing Real Fight Inc. Please welcome Chris Avila. Official weight for Chris Avila, 172.8 pounds. The opening bout on our main card tomorrow night for MVP Fight Night live on DAZN, light heavyweight action. Tampa, Florida versus Stockton, California. Ariel Perez versus Chris Avila. And now both will take a moment with Claudia Trejos.
There, how did that feel? You know, just a few hours away from stepping into the ring.
Oh, it feels good, man. I prepared really hard for this fight, and I'm excited to show all my fans and everybody that came show me support my talent. and give a good performance.
Real quick, how golden are you, especially because you have so many fans and friends right here? Your family's here.
I'm really golden. Golden Hulk, baby.
There you go. Thank you very much. Chris, quick word. A man of so many words. So you walked into the Devil's Den for real. You're right here in his hometown, right down the street. Last words before you walk into the ring.
I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to show what I got, and I'm coming out here to win and represent for my team and my city and all my folks back home. Nick Diaz Academy. What's up? Stockton.
Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout. Tomorrow night on the main card here in Orlando from the Caribe Royale, it is an eliminator for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a professional record of 29 victories versus 6 defeats and 1 draw, with 22 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Maracaibo, Venezuela, introducing the former super featherweight champion of the world, ranked number 8 by the WBA and representing Pro Box. Please welcome Roger the Kid Gutierrez. Official weight for the Kid, 135 pounds even. And now, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He enters the ring undefeated as a professional, 19 fights, 19 victories, 15 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Niagara Falls, Canada, he is ranked number 5 by the WBA. Please welcome Prince Lucas Body. Official weight for Prince Lucas Body, 134.8 pounds. Who will become the mandatory for the world title? An international contest, Venezuela versus Canada, happening tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida, USA. Roger Gutierrez versus Lucas Body, live on DAZN. And now a moment for both of them with Claudia Trejos.
Thank you, Big Mo. Roger, thank you for joining us. You've been in this position before, but tomorrow, a win, where would that put you in your career and looking forward? Tú ya has estado en una posición como esta, pero una victoria mañana, ¿dónde te pone eso, no solo en tu carrera, sino en el futuro?
Mira, en los grandes escenarios, como tú lo dijiste, he estado esto muchas veces, siempre soy el lado B, y no me importa, me entusiasma, que me hace ganar las peleas.
Well, I've been in positions like this, in scenarios like this, of this size, of this caliber, and I've always come in like side B, so I don't care. I'm here to do what I need to do. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. The Crown Prince himself, Lucas Body. My goodness, 2024, huge year, great knockout, best knockout percentage. You're up there with the big ones. How much pressure do you feel having to take this by a KO?
I'm going to just keep the momentum rolling, baby. I mean, the knockout comes, the knockout comes. Of course, we train for the knockout, but I'm coming to win, and that's the bottom line.
Let's talk about flying hours. He's got a lot of flying hours, a lot of experience. He's been in this stage many times. How do you neutralize
You know what? He's a great fighter. He's been at the top. I'm just going to stick with my game plan, do what I do best, and take care of business.
The Prince Lucas body right here. Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to our next world title bout on the card tomorrow night here at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. 10 two-minute rounds for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first the challenger. Fighting out of the red corner, she enters the ring with a professional record of 7 victories versus just 1 defeat and 2 draws, with 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Medellin, Colombia, she is ranked number 4 by the WBA. Please welcome Paulina Angel. Official weight for the challenger, Paulina Angel, 134.2 pounds. And now her opponent, the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner. She enters the ring tomorrow night undefeated as a professional. 10 fights, 10 victories, no defeats, with 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of El Paso, Texas, USA. She is making her very first title defense, introducing the reigning, the defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, and making her first fight under the MVP banner, Stephanie Han. Official weight for the defending champion, Stephanie Han, 134.6 pounds. Who better to square these two off than the real deal, Amanda Serrano? Tomorrow night for MVP Fight Night. 10 two-minute rounds for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. Colombia versus the United States. Paulina Angel versus Stephanie Han. And now both of these two will take a moment with Claudia Trejos.
Thank you, Big Mo. Paulina, how's your English? No te preocupes. I got you. You know, there's not that many Colombians coming up to this level, but it's fantastic to see the women representing our tricolor colombiano, especially in this opportunity. What does it mean to you, especially coming from a country that really doesn't bring us that type of stars? Obviamente colombiana representando el tricolor colombiano, pero en realidad no está representado en estos niveles. ¿Qué se siente ser parte de esta escena, especialmente representando un país que no es reconocido por el boxeo?
Me encanta estar aquí, represento a toda Colombia, pero también a todos los latinos. Nosotros llevamos lucha en la sangre y sé que esa hambre de triunfo junto a mi preparación y toda mi experiencia es lo que me va a dar el triunfo mañana.
I'm very excited. I don't only represent Colombia, I represent all Latin America because we have warriors inside, and all my work and everything that I've done has prepared me to take the win tomorrow. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti. Where does the list stop? Mom, police officer, beauty pageant, not just a fighter, but a world champion. When you hear all that, how does that make you feel now that you're standing right here?
I feel very proud because it just doesn't stop. Being a mom, I could still pursue my dreams as a police officer. So truly anything is possible as long as you put in the work.
And let's talk about women's boxing. You are obviously following the steps of outstanding talent that we have right here at MVP, and obviously new signees. What does it mean to you to be able to represent the women in boxing at this level?
It's amazing. Amanda Serrano's here. She's an absolute legend. But MVP truly has the best female fighters. And to be on this team, I'm so proud. I'm so blessed. And I truly can't wait till tomorrow because I want to make a statement and I want to prove that I deserve to be here.
We look forward to the statement. Thank you, Stephanie. Good luck tomorrow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event tomorrow night here at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. 12 three-minute rounds, and it is for the WBA Interim Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger fighting out of the red corner. He holds a near-perfect record of 16 victories versus just 1 defeat, with 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Berlin, Germany, introducing the European Super Welterweight Champion, the #1 ranked WBA contender, representing Wasserman Boxing. Please welcome Abbas Barao. Official weight for the challenger, Abbas Barao, 153.4 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, the defending interim champion. He enters the ring undefeated as a professional. 10 fights, 10 victories, 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Stafford, Texas, by way of Santiago, Cuba, introducing the reigning and defending WBA Interim Super Welterweight Champion of the World, representing Box Lab and Warriors Boxing, Yoenis El Bandolero Tellez. Official weight for Yoenis Tellez, 153.8 pounds. Just 1 defeat between these two, ladies and gentlemen. Near perfect records in our co-main event for the WBA Interim Super Welterweight Championship of the World. The challenger, Abbas Barao, versus the defending champion, El Bandolero, Yoenis Tellez. And now a moment for both of these two to visit with Claudia Trejos.
Abbas, we don't hear too often from Togo, West Africa, by way of Germany, but you're representing that side of the world with so much stoicism and so much pride. What does it mean to you? You're just a few hours away from stepping into the ring and vying for a title.
It means a lot. I'm really grateful to be here. All my career, I was looking to a big fight like this, and I've been counting the hours. I can't wait to step in the ring on Saturday night.
We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, Abbas. Good luck tomorrow. Yoenis. It's okay, I can keep waiting. I wait, Superman. I keep waiting for you. What is up with that? Yeah, you're worth waiting, I agree. So we talked about pride coming all the way from Togo, West Africa, but you come from a country that has given us so many stars at the amateur levels and obviously now in the professional realm. What does this mean to you to be able to be here with MVP and be the co-main event? ¿Qué significa para ti? Obviamente estábamos hablando del orgullo de representar a West Africa. Y ahora representas tú a Cuba, obviamente un país que nos ha dado muchos campeones a nivel amateur y a nivel profesional. Estar aquí en esta coestelar para MVP, ¿qué significa?
Nada, primero que todo agradecerle a MVP por una vez más confiar en mí y darme la oportunidad de pelear aquí en esta gran cartelera. Y nada, representar a mi país como boxeador profesional es todo un sueño, ¿me entiendes? Ya que todo el que está aquí sabe que Cuba ahora mismo está pasando por una gran situación y nada. bien contento con todo lo que me está pasando.
I'm very grateful to MVP for trusting me to allow me to come here again. And obviously, Cuba has given us great stars. But to represent Cuba in the professional realms gives me a lot more pride because we understand what Cuba is going through right now. And to be able to represent the country, of course, it gives me a lot of joy. And with that being said, you have a man on the other side that's willing to do anything, not only to take your O, you're undefeated, but to take the title. What are your last words to him before you walk into the ring? Obviamente tienes un chico aquí que está dispuesto a arrancarte la cabeza, no solo para quitarte el cero, pero para quitarte el título. ¿Qué son tus últimas palabras antes de subir al ring mañana?
Nada, todo lo que he peleado quieren arrancarme la cabeza, ¿me entiendes? Yo igual quiero arrancarle la cabeza, entonces nada, lo que él pueda decirme a mí que me lo diga el sábado en el ring.
Nothing. I don't have anything to say because everybody that faces me wants to rip my head off, and I want to rip their heads off. So whatever he has to say, he'll be able to say it to me tomorrow. Thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias, Doris. Te veo mañana. Suerte.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event. The two men headlining the bill tomorrow night here at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. 12 3-minute rounds for the WBA Interim Flyweight Championship of the World. It is WBA number 2 and WBA number 1. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night, he enters the ring undefeated. 19 victories, 0 defeats, and 1 draw, with 12 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Caracas, Venezuela, he is ranked number 2 by the WBA, representing Marinas Promotions, Angelino Huracan Cordova. Official weight for Huracan, 111.4 pounds. And now, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, he enters the ring undefeated as a professional. 7 fights, 7 victories. And he fights out of Toa Alto, Puerto Rico. He is ranked number 1 by the WBA. This is his first fight under MVP, introducing the star of the Puerto Rican national team, Yankiel El Doctorcito Rivera. Official weight for El Doctorcito, 111.6 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event live on DAZN tomorrow night for MVP Fight Night from the Caribe Royale here in Orlando, Florida. 12 3-minute rounds for the WBA Interim Flyweight Championship of the World. Venezuela versus Puerto Rico. Angelino Cordova versus Yankiel Rivera. Huracan versus El Doctorcito. And now, a moment for both of our main event competitors with Claudia Trejos.
Thank you, Big Mo. The Hurricane Cordova, it's such a pleasure to have you here. How are the winds looking at tomorrow's fight? El Huracán Córdoba, ¿cómo están los vientos preparándose para la pelea de mañana?
Bueno, como ayer te decía, Angelino Cordova, mi historia nadie la conoce. Vengo de estar de silla de ruedas a estar en este escenario, gracias a Dios. Y me siento contento con este escenario y con todo este gran público que está aquí mirando este espectáculo. Y bueno, te puedes imaginar cómo me siento yo después de estar en silla de ruedas a estar protagonizando este gran escenario.
Muchas gracias, buena suerte. Thank you, good luck. After being in a wheelchair a few years ago, my wins are very high. I'm very blessed to go from that to being in this position, being the main event. So I am blessed and very happy. Best of luck tomorrow. Mucha suerte mañana. Gracias. Yankiel. Yankee. Vente. Yo soy boricua.
Para que tú lo sepas.
Ah, so you all know it. Again, yo soy boricua.
Para que tú lo sepas.
There you go. Imagínate. How do you feel? You're just a few hours away from being main event here on MVP. It's a great night of boxing, and obviously you're the star. ¿Qué se siente? Obviamente estás a unas horas de subir al ring aquí en MVP y eres la estrella. ¿Qué se siente?
Nada, ¿qué te puedo decir? Súper contento de que MVP me diera esta gran oportunidad de ser la estrella de la noche, ¿verdad? Junto a todos los demás peleadores que son grandísimos. Pero pues ser yo la cara, de verdad que soy súper contento con el trabajo que hizo MVP por mí.
I'm very happy, very blessed to be able to be the star, obviously alongside all these fighters that are going to give us a great night. But I am very blessed to have, the trust of MVP to be able to be the star and be the face of this event. And with that being said, you're fighting at home. This is almost like home. How much pressure do you have? Estás peleando casi en casa. ¿Qué se siente? ¿Presión?
No, para nada. Sí, ¿verdad? Estoy súper contento por todas las personas que se han dado cita. Pero como tú mencionaste, esta es la otra casa de los boricuas, Orlando. Así que, nada, boricuas, vamos arriba y va a ser una gran noche. Así que vamos a quedarnos con ese campeonato para Puerto Rico.
I'm very happy. There is no pressure. I'm just really excited. Like you said, I'm fighting at home, and obviously I'm willing to take this title back to Puerto Rico. No te me vayas. Don't go anywhere because, of course, we have the queen herself, Amanda Serrano. Amanda, when you have the opportunity to open so many doors and you see this young man, Olympian, obviously being the face of MVP for tomorrow night, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel so proud. MVP is my baby, and they know how I feel about my Boricuas, about my Latinos, and just to have them a part of the team, we're going to put on a show.
And Orlando is a second home for you. You fight, you see these people, they're all cheering for you. But being Boricua means a lot more than just having a flag. In boxing, what does it mean to you?
It means everything. Once I have that flag, my people by my side, I can go in there and fight Mike Tyson if I had to. I just know that I have that Boricua power, and I'm a Boricua, orgullosa.
There you go. So let's you and I say it before we leave everybody. Yo soy Boricua.
Pa' que tú lo sepas.
Ajá, no que no. Thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias. Nos vemos mañana. Best of luck.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here today at the Caribe Royale. Do not forget, it is a doubleheader, back-to-back weekend for Most Valuable Promotions. Tonight, here at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Most Valuable Prospects 14. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. And then tomorrow, MVP Fight Night 1, live on DAZN, both on DAZN. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. We will see you tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.